This is not a gaming video as such today. Today we're going to do, you ready? My Resident Evil collection of merchandise. Oh, it's the same Spaceballs. Merchandise. Anyway. Thanks for that, Christian. Anyway, yeah, there's quite a bit to get through, so none of this pleasantry at the beginning. So we'll get cracking with the knacking. Right, where to start first? What better place to start than with the games? Of course, the games. I'll try and do them in chronological order as much as I can. Right, what have we got? Obviously, first we've got Resident Evil. Resident Evil 2, the best game ever. Resident Evil 3 Nemesis, my first ever pre-order. I'll go into more detail about them in a second. I'll just do them by platform first. And Resident Evil Survivor. Okay, so Resident Evil 1. Who hasn't played this? Everyone's played this. If you haven't, then you're stupid. We all know how it started, don't we? Where the zombies, the mansion, Chris, Jill, Barry Burton. Yes, basically you're in a mansion, a strange mansion after the previous team have gone missing. Your lot get sent in to rescue them or find out what happened, and you find out what happened involves zombies and other sort of monsters. Yeah, so you've got to stop them. Moving on to the, like I said, we've got a lot, so I'm just going to gloss over them. Resident Evil 2, best game ever. This is the best Resident Evil ever as well. I think this might have been the first one I played actually, and then I went back to Resident Evil 1. I'm not sure. Yeah, because I borrowed the demo when it came with the official PlayStation magazine back when you got demo discs. And there we are, more central. And I bought it off the Tinker Winkers, as we called them. And it was just some people we knew. There was about 3 of them, so we called them Tinker Winkers. Don't know why. Yeah, it's a great game. You're in Raccoon City, Leon and Claire Redfield. And you've got to escape from Raccoon City. The G virus has taken over. It's T virus in the first one, but the G virus has taken over in this one. Zombies, monsters, everything all over the city. It's Leon's first day on the job as an RPD policeman, and you've got to escape that and try to take down Umbrella, or to quote Leon, "It's up to us to take out Umbrella." Because then the guitar bit comes in. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, it's an amazing game. If you haven't played it, Pam. Yes, Pam. I recommend you do. Anyway, Resident Evil 3 Nemesis, Jill Valentine, as you can see on the back there, looking quite attractive. This was the first pre-ordered game I ever got. I pre-ordered it from Game, ironically, back when they were actually a decent company before they went, "Oh, we're not selling any games in Game." Anyway, yeah, this is set before and after Resident Evil 2. So the first bit of this, play this, then play Resident Evil 2, then play the second bit of this. Big Nemesis dude. He's chasing all the STARS members, but mostly Jill. He must want a booty. In them clothes, I'm not surprised. But yeah, he's chasing those, and you've got to escape Raccoon City after you've tried to tell them all about, tell the RPD about Umbrella, and no one believes you. So, yeah, you try to get out of the city, but that's when the breakout occurs. And, yeah, you've got to get out of the city. Great game. The first one to include Mercenaries mode as well, I think. Resident Evil Survivor, or Gun Survivor, it was known in Japan. That reminds me, I completed both this and this in Japanese. Along with Dino Crisis 1 in Japanese, because, I'm a boss. Gun Survivor, that's a light gun game. It was awful. It looked like it had been made by the Work Experience boy. It was just terrible. It was PlayStation 1 light gun on rails shooter in the Resident Evil universe. It was, I mean, it was a good idea. Don't get me wrong, it was an interesting idea for the Resident Evil series, but they didn't pull off with this one. I mean, it was all right, but yeah. God, memory card, one block. Do you remember them days? Analog control. Crikey. Yeah, so that's the PS1 games. PS2 games. Yeah, I think it goes like this. Resident Evil Code Veronica X, which apparently includes an exclusive playable demo of Devil May Cry. Resident Evil Outbreak, File 1. Resident Evil Outbreak File 2. And Resident Evil Dead Aim. Right, straight over again. Resident Evil Code Veronica X. Claire Redfield again. Nice. Especially the costume with the red hot pants. But yeah, Code Veronica X. Claire Redfield gets captured while in a European Umbrella lab. Gets taken to Rockfort Island. I might have gone through all this actually. No, it's raining. I might have gone through all this actually when I reviewed these on my PS2 video. I can't remember. But yeah, you escape. You have to try and escape from the island, and then Chris comes to find you as well, and then you both have to escape. I don't remember that bit. Anyway. Yeah, and you also meet, oh God, what's his name? I can't stand him. He's an annoying, whiny little jerk. Anyway, he falls in love with Claire, as you would. Oh God, what's his name? Is it on the back? No, of course it isn't. God, I always forget his name. The annoying little git, anyway. The kid. Anyway, yeah, so that's that one. Outbreak, the first multiplayer Resident Evil. Which in Japan and America was online. But in the UK, well, in the EU, they went, nah, you can't have that. Yeah, we're going to remove that part of the game. So you've got to play with the AI, who are actually better than they are in Resident Evil 5 and Operation Raccoon City. Anyway, yeah, you get to play as all these movie characters. I mean, these pretty much all look like actual actors. Like you've got Natasha Henstridge there. You've got that big black dude from The Whole Nine Yards. Oh, what's his name? Green Mile as well. I can't remember his name. But yeah, there's Tom Cruise. There's who's that? That basketballer with the funny hair. He's in that Van Damme movie. Not is it Double Team or Double Impact, something like that. Anyway, him. Yeah, with the funny hair, Chris something. Can't remember. Yeah, and Alex. But yeah, anyway, all the characters in this look like actual Hollywood actors. Possibly by accident, I don't know. Anyway, it's more of a chapter game. This you have to escape certain chapters by working together. File 2, more of the same, including a zombie elephant. I think when this came out in the UK, yeah, it did. This actually came. They kept the online play in this one. There's a picture of the zombie elephant on the back as well. You won't be able to see it, so I won't be showing you it. But anyway, yeah. Yes, there's that. Resident Evil Dead Aim, just another light gun shooter. I think this is when they started using. Yeah, this is when they started using the. Is it? No. Well, no. For the PAL versions, they still use the original red and black lettering. For this one, they started using the movie lettering from the first Resident Evil movie. That was crap. Nice. That's those. Moving on. I'll do these together, the Wii and the GameCube, because they're both by Nintendo before they were rubbish. Resident Evil, as I call it, Resident Evil Remake, after the RE from Resident Evil, because it's a remake of the first game. Resident Evil 0, and Resident Evil 4, all these for the GameCube. This remake is excellent. It's not often remakes are great, but this actually surpasses the original in almost every way. I think there was about 70% extra content added to it. I'd recommend playing it even if it's on game. I wish they'd release 0 and Remake as HD games on the PlayStation Store. Don't care about Xbox users, I ain't got one. Thought it'd be. Anyway, yeah. so that's those. That obviously I've just explained the first one. This has got added stuff like Lisa Trevor and so on. Resident Evil Zero, it's a prequel to the first game, where you play as Rebecca, and jailbait Rebecca, and Billy Cohen, I think. Yeah, Billy Cohen, who's a criminal who's not actually done it. He only said he'd done it to take the rat out of his anus. A bit of monkey dust for you there. Yeah, it's a good game. It featured the hot zapping system, or whatever it was called, where you could sort of flick between two characters in other points of the game. Resident Evil 4, that was the first over-the-shoulder style one, similar to what they use now. Leon again, I think he was was it Spain, something like that. First to remove the zombies as well and replace them with infected, which I think was Las Plagas for this. And yeah, Chainsaw Dude. Well, everyone's played Resident Evil 4, and I won't stay on that too long because everyone's played it. Resident Evil: The Umbrella Chronicles for the Wii. I don't own a Wii anymore, sold it, but I kept this because it's Resident Evil. This is coming to the PlayStation Store in a couple of weeks, I think. Yeah, a couple of weeks. In HD, so that'll be fun with trophies as well. Gonna enjoy playing that. It's a light gun game. Dark Side Chronicles is coming as well, but I never got that for the Wii, so that'll be fun. This covers Resident Evil 1, 2 and 3, and no 0, 1 and 3, and Dark Side Chronicles covers 2 and Code Veronica. Yeah, so anyway, yeah, that'll be fun. Yeah, fun. Fun in the sun. Little song for you there, also it's not sunny. PlayStation 3 ones now. Resident Evil 5 Gold Edition, Resident Evil Operation Raccoon City. And by the looks of the time on this video, I'm going to have to cut it into 2 videos. Resident Evil 5, this is the Gold Edition. I had the original edition, but I sold it when the Gold Edition came out, so I could have all the DLC on one disc. It's got the Lost in Nightmares, Desperate Escape, Mercenaries Reunion, and the extra costumes on it. I prefer playing Mercenaries Reunion to the original Mercenaries, to be honest, because it's got something in my eye. Because it's got better characters and it's just more fun. Yeah, anyway, Resident Evil 5 follows on from Resident Evil 4. It might sound obvious, but Resident Evil 4 follows on from Code Veronica, so yeah. Everyone knows about Resident Evil 5, it's quite high profile at the time, so what, And the new one you may or may not have heard of, you probably have, but probably not heard too good of things about it, which is stupid because it's not that bad, it's just the AI that makes it terrible. Anyway, yeah, I completed this the other day, but the Platinum looks like it's going to be a complete, really difficult one because there's some insane trophies on there. The AI don't help either, doesn't help either, I mean. This one's not officially canon, it's not part of the Resident Evil universe despite having the name. It's like a sort of what if sort of thing where you can kill original Resident Evil members that survived, and the layout's slightly different and so on. Anyway, yeah, so looking at the time, I'm going to have to do these other Resident Evil ones on a separate video in a second, otherwise I won't be able to upload it to Facebook and all you lovely people won't be able to watch it unless you go to my YouTube account, which is, hell, I've forgotten, MaxPayne2409 at YouTube. And since I've mentioned YouTube, I'm going to sell out and do what everybody always does on video blogs on YouTube. Leave comments! Bye.